Hello guys, and welcome back to episode 4 of the Civilization series. And I believe the first thing we're gonna have to do is prepare to place down our new town. That will take a couple of turns to get them over to the desired spot that I would like, but once that's down we'll be really progressing nicely. I think that it's a good time to start getting another town in, because we're on 18 happiness right now, which is really good. Really happy with that. And due to our happiness, it's a good idea to expand. I don't really think we should go more than 2 towns. I think it's a really good idea to stick at 2. It's a good number, because if we expand too rapidly, we'll end up being in a problem of the happiness all round will be bad. It will deteriorate very quickly, and that's not what we're looking to do. Really, we wanna sustain ourselves nicely. We wanna grow really strong, quite quickly. Doing this will grow quite quickly, even though we won't be placing down towns here, there, everywhere. We'll be doing it in a controlled manner, but I think it's a very fast way to go about it, just because the efficiency will be at its maximum point. Now, I think, yeah, the barbarian camp we just were having a look at to try and take has been done by the Aztecs, so I'm not that fussed, to be honest. It's fair enough. I'll just move these warrior units down towards my new settlers, which this is the very spot we're gonna go with. Not that many luxury resources in the area. There's a couple of sheep, but hey, that's it. It'll do. It's fine there. As I said, I want a coastal town, and a coastal town is what we shall get. Now, I think, seeing as my archers are in the vicinity, we're going to carry on moving them along in this general direction, and see what we can uncover that way. I'm not too sure what we're going to find. I think we have 4 more natural wonders to find, which is pretty cool. So we'll keep our eyes out for that. Right then. Why does it recommend it there? But hang on a second. Before we do anything. I can't really move around. I'm thinking that might be the better spot to build it in, because once I place this town down, only 2 tiles will be on land. Whereas if I place it down, well, 3, including this one. If I place it down there, we'll have all of those tiles in the land and a couple in water. So change the plan slightly. Good call from the game there. I think it would look cooler on the little cliff, but it is much more efficient to have it there. I think it's probably the best way to go about it. So it's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to go with the recommendation of the game here, and hopefully that's the best choice I could make. So those guys can just sort of stay around the town for now. We're going to found the city. Yes. All right. Okay. So that's fine. It's still a coastal town, and the tiles cover much more of the land, which at this point in the game is probably the best thing to have. So yeah, I'm actually quite happy that we've done it this way instead. Right, what can we uncover down here? There's a bit of stone. Remind me, I need to check my... Okay, so 2 turns until we got mathematics. That's cool. Alright, so there's a bit of stone here. I'm going to continue just loop around Quebec City. I think that's the shoreline anyway, so we shouldn't really uncover anything. Right, what can we build here? Okay, so from one of the policies adopted due to the culture growth, I got a monument down already, which is what I wanted, and that just allows us to go straight for the granary, I guess. That's what I'm going to start working on. Just improve the food and all of that good nature. We might at some point want to get another worker unit as well, because we want to start work on this land too. Hang on a sec. How many turns is it going to take to make a worker 20? How much do they cost? How much do they cost to buy? 310. Alright, we're just gonna straight up buy the unit. Okay, so we bought some workers and now start working on the land in the next turn. Having the more units you have, the less gold per turn you have, because it costs money to maintain them each turn. So that's sort of why I don't want to have loads and loads of units. You can see now that now my golden age has ended, and we've got, well, in the last turn or so, we've had 2 more units been spawned in. We're down to 9 gold per turn, which isn't as much as I would like, to be honest. So we're definitely gonna need to up that. What we can build now in the capital is a circus. So we're certainly gonna start work on that. Now, what can we build around here? Just trying to think how many tiles I've got down and how many can be worked on. Not sure. What I might do is bring the workers down this way and have them work around this town for a little bit. That's probably the best thing to do. We'll get these sheep locked up. Well, not locked up. We'll get them put in the pasture or whatever it is. And that should increase our luxury resources, therefore just improving happiness that bit more. Happiness really isn't a problem right now for us. You can see that we're on 15, which is a very healthy amount, especially for this point in the game. Oh, these the war chariot can move very far. Look at this. The cat, in 2 turns they'll be caught up with the archers. That's pretty impressive. If I do want to have a crack at Quebec, which I really think I do, especially considering in 1 turn we'll be able to build the courthouse there, I think what I need to do for that is to build up some more units, and then we can try and take it. I'm really not strong enough just yet, considering I've got 1 archer unit, 1 warrior unit, and the war chariot. 3 units isn't really enough. What I could do with is a catapult or 2, which conveniently, now we finish mathematics, we can unlock, or we can start production on. So I'm going to consider that. We have entered the classical era. Well, that's brilliant. Into the next era already. What can we start research on now? Horseback riding we could do. That could be a good one for horses and sheep, considering we've got them already. And then we could make horsemen, which is quite a decent unit, I guess. Strength of 10, yeah. What does masonry give us? We can construct a quarry, build the pyramids. Fairly decent. Is there anywhere we can really build a quarry though? I'm not so sure. Bronze working would give us spearmen. We could build the Colossus. That would be something to build in Memphis. But just because it's built in the coast, it'll be built in that tile, I guess. If we did. It's fairly expensive to build, 185 construction, so it would take a while. Do we want sailing? Sailing could be one to go for now, considering we've got an actual water tile. We've got a town on the coast. Library, writing. Open bordered treaties. Great library and a normal library. There's a lot of good options here. I don't think I'm going to go for currency just yet, because it's going to take a lot of turns to do, and I feel like that's advancing too much in one area. I think we're going to go with horseback riding, just because in our towns we've got horses and we've got sheep, so that's definitely what I want to do. Right, anyway, these workers, we're going to bring them down this way, and we're going to We're gonna build 2 pastures straight away. This chariot can just sort of stay in our borders. It's not really needed anywhere just yet. We can keep that on alert. Give it a defense bonus if anything happens, if and when. Right, so we've totally scattered around Quebec now. Maybe the time to go for that is once I've got sailing. I'm not sure. It's definitely something I want to go for. Having said that, the actual tiles that they have are pretty poor. They've got El Dorado, which gives 10 culture, so that's definitely a really good thing to have, but it doesn't really offer anything else. I mean, what does Ragusa offer? Furs. Alright, so that's already something more worth my while, I guess. Anything visible here in Almaty? The tundra is kind of bad. We wouldn't be able to do that much with the tundra. No farms or anything like that. So I reckon I'm going to stay away from that, perhaps. Yeah. I'm not sure. At some point soon, I'm going to go for either Ragusa or Quebec. Now, it depends whether I want to go for Ragusa with the fur or Quebec for the natural wonder. And I'm not sure which one I'm leaning towards yet. It would be considerably more easy to take Ragusa, I guess, considering it's a smaller size and it only has a defense of 10. Whereas Quebec is larger and has a defense of 11. So it would take longer to siege Quebec. I'm not sure. We'll leave it and think about it and come back to that at a later date. As for these arch units, we're just going to continue scouting about. And we've met England. Well, this scares me because I've played as England, and in the mid game when we had all the boats up, I was just wrecking everybody. There was no stopping me, so this kind of worries me. I definitely don't want to go to war with them. But that's good. We've met another player now. If I just pull up the diplomacy, we can see who we've got so far. Right. Okay. So we've got Mongolians, the Aztecs, the Russians, the English, and me, the Egyptians. And I believe there's 3 more to find. So maybe they'll be on another continent somewhere. Who knows? Anyway, these English scouts look to have a little bit of barbarian archer issues. We'll see how that plays out in a moment. Maybe my archers will play a small role in that as well. These workers, we want to build a pasture, like I said. It's going to take 7 turns, not too long. So we'll start working on that, and once that's done, Memphis should have a little bit more happiness, a little bit of food, a little bit of everything, really. Just get that growth going a little bit quicker. Okay, so instead of going for the English scouts, the barbarian archers decided to go for mine. Not happy, I'm afraid. And I'm going to return fire upon you and deal considerably more damage. 5 to your 1. Pfft. Well. Okay, so Mongolia has denounced Russia. Yeah, remember from last episode, there was a whole fiery situation going on between Russia and Mongolia, which Russia tried to recruit me in, and I'm not really sure what's going to happen. I said I would take 10 turns to prepare, but I don't actually know what's going to go and happen with it. Now, do you reckon we can take out the unit? No, 4 damage. That if we got 5 damage, we could have probably killed them, but hey. Okay, so war is happening right now. England has denounced an unmet player. An unmet player has entered the classical era, and Russia has declared war on the Mongolians. But let's not worry about that. Let's take this camp here. Right, so we've destroyed the barbarian unit. And we've got a bit of culture there, which is nice. Very nice indeed. Anything else we can do in the town? Let's have a look on what we've got going. 1 turn until the circus is produced. That's nice, that's good. 14 until the granary, yeah. In this city or town, whatever you want to call it, it's going to take a lot longer to build things than in our capital, just because it's brand new. So, something to bear in mind. Until this gets going, it's going to take a very long time to build things. Do I want to go for war against Genghis Khan? Yes, why not? Why not? We can do it. That means that I'm gonna bring my unit back, my archer unit, and place them around here. See if they go on the offensive or if we need to do it. I don't know. Hanging Gardens costs what? Hanging Gardens is definitely something I would like to have, but we need iron for that. I don't know if we've got iron lying around anywhere. Something to talk about in a second. I think we might need to go for another unit, so we're going to go with some more archers, which will take 4 turns to do. Right now, back to what I was saying about iron. Yeah, we need to locate some iron at some point, because we won't really be able to progress without it. I just can't see any. There's certainly none in our borders, from what I can tell, which is a small problem. What we need iron for is to build the more advanced units, and we can't do that without it. So I guess we're just going to go with a basic archer unit. It's going to take 4 turns, and maybe that's gonna do enough. So I'm assuming I've declared war now. Yes, I have. Alright. As for this unit, the Egyptian warrior, we're going to also move those out. Am I at war with Ragusa? I am not. They are not allied with Genghis Khan, so not to worry there. They just look to be wandering around outside their border. No malicious things going on there. Yeah, you can just see them running around inside their border. Now I'm hoping at some point to meet up with the Russian units, and we can form a strategic allied attack. If that's possible at all, I'm not sure. We'll have a little check. What's going on? I can't see anyone on the edge of St. Petersburg. Maybe we'll edge closer to the capital of the Mongolian Empire and see if we can get a better look in that way. So these Ragusan warriors just wandering about. You can see that my town has grown. The border has grown, and I've adopted a brand new tile, which is pretty cool. Maybe I would have preferred to have another tile in the water, but it's not massively important, to be honest. So growth is growth, isn't it? I guess. Now, don't want to move them too close. They've just got basic warrior units there, which shouldn't be an issue to take out at all if we actually start going for it. Can we build a market or something? It says it wants to build farmland, so we'll do that then. We'll build farmland. Okay, so we can do a ranged attack. That's good. I like the fact that we can do a ranged attack from these war chariots. Considerable damage as well. 6 damage. That's not bad at all. I mean, I know they're only the really basic warrior units, but 6 damage is considerable. Definitely not just chip damage. Beg your pardon. So we need to also think about building a post, like a trading post as well. I'm going to build it here. It might not necessarily get worked on straight away, but just having it is important. Now, how far can we get these closer? Yeah, we can get these guys here. I'm assuming I won't kill them because they're in a defensive stance right now, so they'll take less damage. Okay, spoke too soon. We absolutely smashed it. What else did I expect? Okay, so that's one unit down. I don't know what else they have in the way of warrior units and fighting units. I mean, these scouts are going to be really weak, so as soon as I turn on them with these Egyptian warriors, we should be able to just flatten them out pretty quickly. Right, I'm going to build a trading post, like I said. Oh yes, we got our next set of archers. Now, I'm going to choose production, and we're going to start work on the Hanging Gardens now. Because I don't feel like I'm in a massive rush to get another fighting unit. Okay, it wasn't that big a victory, to be honest. 5 damage dealt to 3 received. It's nothing to shout about, really. Can we attack from there? We can. Maybe that'll kill them. Indeed it will. I'm very happy with these war chariots. Very, very powerful. I might have to build another one of those straight after the Hanging Gardens. Right, so we're about to have all our 4 units around this area. And from the looks of things, all Genghis Khan has got is the scouts, which aren't fighting units at all. Right, Memphis has grown. Excellent. So that's more tiles being worked on now. I'm assuming just this one and this one for now, anyway. But it's something for sure. Definitely something. Let's get these archers in. Can we do anything with these guys? We can attack. I'm not too fussed if this unit dies. I mean, hopefully it won't. Okay, that was massive damage. 8 damage. I mean, I know we took 4 damage, but dealing 8 damage is big. And I'm gonna not attack that one and just go straight for this fresh one, which should allow on the next turn Russia to snipe that one out. But now that that's the end of my turn, I'm gonna have to end this episode there. If you did like this episode, then please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and leave any feedback to help me out in the future. Thank you ever so much for watching, and take care.